Raking clay targets has to be the most satisfying shooting sport, but it can also be one of the most frustrating. Wing shooting requires good hand-eye coordination, the proper form, and lots of practice. And just like swinging a golf club or hitting a baseball, good coaching can be a great help. Thanks to the instructors at Orvis, the wing shooting skills of countless target shooters and bird hunters have been greatly improved since 1973, when Orvis opened its wing shooting school in Manchester, Vermont. Bird, your way, your way! Wing shooting is great fun, but it's probably the hardest shooting sport to master. Nice shot. It requires good hand-eye coordination and learning the proper form. Whether you're duck hunting, or pursuing upland game birds, or simply shooting clay pigeons, the difference between hitting and missing a target often comes down to practice and mastering the fundamentals.
Excellent. And bird. Focus. Great shot. And nice timing on that too. Really nice. All right, let's go around.
The fundamentals are exactly what the instructors at the Orvis Wing Shooting School work on with their students. They include a good stance, a good gun mount, and good target acquisition.
If a shooter tucks and crouches a little bit too much, as those shoulders kind of roll in, the head drops, we wind up with a jawbone that's pushed out in an unnatural sort of posture.
Bruce Bowlen is the head shooting instructor and author of the Orvis Wing Shooting Handbook. The approach taught at the school and in his book is often called the instinctive technique. It's a method imported from England that was developed by wing shooting expert Robert Churchill.
Churchill's real contribution, he recognized shotgunning as a distinct activity with a form and style of its own. And to my way of thinking, shotgunning has many more parallels with what I would describe as the other eye-hand sports, i.e. golf, tennis, baseball, billiards, anything you played as a kid. And at the core of all of those eye-hand sports is what every coach yelled at every one of us, Lawrence. Keep your eye on the ball. And that's one of the big hurdles we all have as shotgunners. We have a natural predisposition to want to peek at the gun, to see where the gun is before pulling the trigger.
Right,
So we're going to think less about outcome and more about process. The shooter who gets focused on, oh man, I don't want to miss this, that's the shooter who will tend to hold back and try to aim a little too much. They're trying to over-engineer a little bit. So we're going to be a little more spontaneous. We're going to trust our eye just a little more. The mechanics of our activity are relatively simple. We've got to learn to bring the gun smoothly to cheek and shoulder and maintain focus on the target. Get those two done, pull the trigger, and you're going to hit an awful lot of birds. Focus, hit them. Not bad.
Hit or miss, Bruce and his colleagues are always positive. Individuals and groups from across the country travel to Manchester based on the reputation of the Orvis School and its expert instructors. Orvis offers 2-day and single-day classes that are designed to turn novices into skilled shooters and experienced shooters into experts.
Instructors are very, very patient and obviously knowledgeable, and being able to tweak the things that are individual to you, I think, is paramount, and they've been great so far.
Every student that passes through the school is measured for a proper shotgun fit. These measurements are designed for new gun purchases, but they can also be used to tweak the fit of existing guns.
If the gun is comfortable and you have confidence in it, that's certainly a big part of the whole formula. It doesn't have to be down to the last millimeter in terms of fit, but we just need something that is going to put your eye into a natural harmony with the line of the barrel. Bird.
For every bit of coaching, there's a whole lot of actual shooting.
Hit him. Just like that. Nice shot.
Well, I think what's missed by folks who don't take a formal class is there seems to be a general comprehension that a shotgun is shooting pellets. It doesn't require any skill. But a bird that's flying at 40, 50 miles an hour in several directions maybe, there is a lot of skill involved, and you need to be able to orchestrate the gun mount, the swing, the cheek meld, all of the aspects that Orvis teaches.
Now, all the way up, shoulder cheek, Beautiful. Stephanie, that's perfect. Focus on the target. Bird, see those shadows. You can't hit it with a 410 any better than that. Foremost
My
in your
wife,
mind,
Stephanie, and I spent a day with Bruce at Orvis's wing shooting grounds. Although we have different levels of skill and experience, it was beneficial for both of us.
It's the instructor's job to try to continually challenge them at whatever level they're at. If we have brand new shooters, we try to give them targets that they can be successful with. If they're more experienced shooters, then we up the ante a little bit and try to continually challenge them, but always maintain that confidence. Bird! Focus. Nice.
That target was a lot faster.
It was. Dick is.
That was an afterburner grouse right there.
That's the most sincere compliment you'll receive. When Dick starts mixing 90 millimeter targets into your program.
Oh, he used a mini, or a MIDI.
MIDI.
Because that target took off. It caught me by surprise.
They're a great target. And what it does, it gives you a little change of pace.
Yeah,
You know, woodcock and grouse don't
yeah,
fly at the same
it was a lot
speed.
faster.
So,
All right.
but only with the good shots do we do that, Lord. So let's move across.
What I enjoyed most about working with Bruce is the many small but important tips that made me a better and more consistent shooter.
Don't be satisfied with a global focus identifying just an orange blob, but we're going to look to try to see these little ridges and the shadows created by each one of those little ridges. Move that left hand out about 1 more inch. That would be perfect. Now, look for those details on the target. All right? That looks great. Ready. All right. Focus. Hit him.
Bruce whispers the word focus before almost every shot. He is convinced that most misses are caused by a lack of focus on the target or a change in focus during the shot.
If I were asking you to tell me what time it is and I was moving my watch, it's annoying. Your instinct is to reach out, hold my hand still so that you can tell me what time it is. And we have that same instinct as we refocus on the end of the gun. Stopping the swing is something I think we all understand we don't want to do, but I don't think most shooters understand why they stop their swing. I am more and more convinced that it is the refocus on the end of the gun that interrupts the flow of the gun. If a shooter can maintain focus on the target, their swing will almost never stop. Bird, focus, hit him. Well, that looked pretty decisive to me.
And you let it get out a little bit also.
Great job. Take a break on that.
Whether you attend the shooting school with friends and family or join a group of strangers, the Orvis instructors make the experience fun and challenging for everyone. And you don't have to be a big tough guy. In fact, almost every year the school sees an increase in female shooters.
Women come at it with a much more open mind, are willing to listen and try to follow, and are some of the easiest, most coachable students. There's no great physical strength required. It is certainly a place where women can shine and many times outshoot their husbands or boyfriends. Bird, see those shadows? The lady can't miss. Outstanding. Bird. Nice pair.
You didn't tell me there was 3.
Dick doesn't tell me everything. Again, that's a compliment.
Thank you.
It's an excellent school. It's world renowned. The staff are exceptional. They're patient, which is important. And I certainly would recommend that if somebody wants to get into the shooting sports, a formal class early will save a lot of frustration. And if you're a man trying to teach your wife, or if you're a woman trying to teach your husband, I would say let somebody else do it. He'll probably save the relationship.
This is my 40th year of peeking over people's shoulders, and it's my impression that striving for too much precision is one of the real issues for many shotgunners. My son has a toolbox, and on the inside of the lid, as you open it up, he has written, "Don't allow perfection to become the enemy of good." And that is so true of wing shooting. If we strive for too much perfection, we wind up focusing on the gun, not on the target. So I say to my students, you need a good focus and a good gun mount, and that's all you need. Confidence in those two is at the core of good wing shooting. All right. Shoot the front edge. just like that. Great shot.